Where
Hi.
is Do Not Disturb on this?
Welcome. What is the name of this podcast, Joey? Would you like to tell us?
Hello.
Would you like to tell
No,
us?
no, no. We're gonna don't come at me right out the gate like that. You hear how she insinuates things like that? We'll figure it out as it goes. By the time they listen, there will be a name.
Okay, for any listeners, a journey inward.
No, no,
Doesn't
no.
that
Don't
sound peaceful?
don't go slapping names on there. Introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Angel.
I'm Joey, and this is a podcast that you're listening to, of which you already know the name.
Exactly. So you have more power than we do.
Exactly.
We're still figuring
You
shit out.
future people.
Future.
Um, so I stayed up. I guess I maybe I started this at like 11.
You texted me at 3 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
I'm I, can I tell my story?
Go on.
I started
Some
this.
context. Dang.
I started this at 11ish,
Mhm.
maybe earlier. After I watched some Blown Away, that glass blowing show I was telling you about.
Oh, yes.
So good. And then it took me till about 2 because I had to find sounds and whatnot.
3 hours. 3 hours.
I was multitasking, but also, yeah, I'm not a music producer. I don't make songs
I
on
was
the
just gonna be
regular.
looking through like all of the
Yeah, you would have
freaking
low budgeted it.
yes, the royalty free music.
So I went through royalty free music. That was pretty easy. I found something pretty easy. But then
Mhm.
I needed sounds, and I needed to record the sounds, and I need to put them on the computer, and then had to edit the sounds. And then my computer freezes.
Okay, we're using GarageBand. Is that still a thing?
No, I use Logic Pro.
Okay.
And so the computer freezes, and I'm like, please don't disappear. I have to force quit the app, and when I come back, it's not there.
Oh.
So then from 2 to 3, I had to redo everything. Luckily, I already had the sounds
Yeah.
there. But still, if you don't like it, I might kill myself.
I mean, I am very
If
picky.
you say one mean word,
I'm an
this podcast is over.
Are you about to play it for me?
I'm going to play it, and it's going to play around here in the
Okay, okay, okay. Just tell me what genre it is so I can prepare myself for the
No. This is our intro song.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh man. Okay. All right.
We choose to go to the moon.
You son of a bitch. I'm in. What's your name?
That's Joey.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
Good morning, Angel. What was said was for you and for you alone.
And don't worry about the days.
What days?
Did I do that?
I love that. That's really good. That's great. That's perfect. Who sang my name?
It's from Charlie's Angels. And he always goes, "Good morning, angels," and I had to cut off that S. I said, "Your name is not Angels."
No S.
And then I was like, "Okay, she likes the Matrix, so I'm gonna find something
I
from there."
know. You stuck in the Matrix and you put it in there. Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's amazing. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Every time I watch it, I get something new from it. I learn something new, and I learn to like the society. That's all it means. The society. That's all. It's a masterpiece. And I like the second and third movie. I like them both. I don't care if like those.
I don't even know if I've really seen the second or third one. I've seen the first one.
Do you remember the albino men?
It's okay.
The albino dreaded white men. I don't know.
White people shouldn't have dreads.
Yeah, as I was saying it, I was like,
It just makes you look dirty.
it's not a good image. It's not a good image. Yeah, that is true. And they were like also like their hairline was receding a little bit, so there was like half balding school teacher, but like white dreads at the end.
Mm-mm.
Maybe like a powdered donut.
Unacceptable.
Powdered donut vibes for sure.
Hold on, I need to drink some coffee.
Oh, you get to have your coffee over
go
here.
get yours.
You said
There's room
nothing
now.
near the electronics. I'm not getting back up until we finish this. Okay.
I will probably bleep the curse words, and maybe we can make a Patreon
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
where we can have it uncensored. Because maybe I want my mom to hear this.
I'm not. Never, never will my mom hear this.
This is perfect. Can we get into your mom and what she has against holidays?
Oh, honestly, it's a very
So you don't
long history.
celebrate Christmas.
No, I don't.
You don't Easter?
No.
It's a religious.
Honestly, every
Holiday.
year I keep asking people what it's about, and I forget as soon as they tell me. Yeah.
Easter?
Yeah, I know it's like resurrection.
Kwanzaa.
Jewish? No. That's not okay.
No,
Never mind.
that's the black holiday that comes the day
Oh, okay.
after
When you said
Christmas.
Kwanzaa, I thought of the guy.
Hanukkah. You thought of Chanukah?
The guy with that meme with the laser beam eyes, and he's wearing that African hat, the square little African hat.
What?
I don't know what I'm talking about either. Okay, I don't.
African.
Go on.
New Year.
I mean, my New Year is my birthday, and every time I say that, people give me that look. For those who are watching this on YouTube, he's giving me a look.
Also, her birthday is in August.
Because does it not make sense that my
Yours-
New Year,
Your New Year is like the Chinese New Year. Every year it's on a different day.
the
The same day, but different day of the week.
Yeah. I mean, does that not make sense? Like, as a person that hasn't celebrated holidays, I have to make up my own stuff.
That's real selfish of you.
You're darn tootin'. You're darn tootin', and I'm down for that selfishness. Okay.
All right, get into this WandaVision.
WandaVision.
WandaVision. All right, at this point we're recording February 16th. There's been 5 episodes.
Yeah, and then the next 3 are supposed to be an hour long each, which I'm very excited for.
Okay, so of the first 5, which one was your favorite?
Because
every week I watch them, I go, "This has been the best episode."
Yeah,
yet. This has been the best episode.
I think the 4th one, the episode where the brother comes in at the end, because last episode there wasn't much movement as far as plot goes. Like, cool, we see stuff at the ending, we got a lot of cliffhangers, but we didn't get more insight into the worlds that we're looking at.
Give me the key highlights of episode 4 that made it better.
The twins.
That's the one the twins are born.
Yeah, the twins are. That's when they start at 5.
That's
and they
the
grow
one
to
with the
10.
dog.
Yes, that's with Sparky.
Sparky.
Yes. I liked it just because we get more vision, more of his actual thoughts. I love the moment where she just rolls the credits on him and is like, "We're done with this conversation." Yep. Rolls credits. This is it.
I wish I could do that in real life.
I know.
That would be so great.
It's like, this is the end, whether you want it to be or not.
Like, come back to me next
Yes.
week.
We also get more about Agatha's character. Agnes. Agnes. Well, tomato.
And this fictional Ralph husband that
Yes.
she has somewhere.
Ralph
in the back.
is the creator of this thingamajig, whatever it is. Not the hex. Wanda is all about the hex. But Ralph is siphoning somebody. And I would like to know who he is, but
Either way, we obviously know Ralph's up to no good.
yes. And we also know that Ralph might be in that little necklace that Agnes has in the first 3 episodes. This little pendant that she has. I don't know if you watch, I don't know what the name of the channel is on YouTube, but it's like Rock Stars something.
New Rock Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched 2 of their little episode review things, and I got a lot from it. Not a lot of questions, just a lot of confusion. It's a jumble.
I think episode 5 was better. I did like episode 4. I didn't like the kids that much in that episode.
Mm-hmm. Me neither. I didn't like the 5-year-olds.
They aged up and
Yeah.
then lost the dog. Dog got killed.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even really remember what Vision was doing.
He was just at the office, just being confused.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And with Norm coming
Norm.
back to his.
I do like the part where she goes out of the boundary.
Yes.
And she's like, "Take your
Yes. She
stuff back."
runway walked out of that thing and was like, I don't want none of this happening no more. You need to stop whatever you're doing, or it's about to go down.
And then Pietro, fake Pietro comes
Pietro.
back,
God.
which I'm glad Evan Peters is here now because the other one was okay, but Evan Peters in the X-Men movies has been way better.
I think, but he's not like himself in those Fox movies. So I like.
Not yet, but the whole world hasn't been rewritten yet.
But I also think that he's just a face. He's just a face of a new face that we the audience knows.
No, because like they are real brother and sister.
Yes.
And they are both born from Magneto, which is a thing in X-Men, but not a thing in
Marvel.
in the
MCU.
Marvel.
Yeah.
So they got to try to join these two together somehow.
Yes, but
Now that Disney owns everything.
I think
Give me
that
some money, Disney.
possibly this is very far fetched. But what if? Okay, before we got the reveal that Pietro was there, somebody came through that hex. Somebody walked through that because
That was him.
I know, but who dragged him there? Because if he came from another part of this multiverse that
Yeah.
Marvel is trying to do, then somebody had to drag his ass into this hex or like compel him to come to this hex. So somebody is, puppeteering the Quicksilver that we know and love. So who has the power?
I don't know. Maybe
It's a head scratcher.
something just broke, and he was just running too fast, and he was just like, "Poop! Oops!"
Like a A-Train
Like,
stumbled into there.
yeah, I don't know. Somehow he got there.
Yes.
Someone brought him there.
Drug
Maybe
him.
it might have been Wanda. She pulled him from another universe, or
Yeah.
it could have been someone else. But still, episode 5 with the Halloween one, where Vision is flying around, looking at all these people hexed and out of their mind, and when he tries to go out of that barrier,
Yeah.
and
was so
he's
sad.
getting ripped apart, and everyone is
And he
watching,
doesn't know what's happening. He looked like a little fetus.
and they give the little hints. They show Monica Rambeau's her med
Scan.
results,
Yeah.
and you know what she is in the comics, right?
She's like a little bit of Captain Marvel's powers.
Yeah, so she's Photon, which they had a little glimpse in the first episode with her,
Mm-hmm.
where her mom was Maria Photon
Yeah.
Rambeau.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where she gets her name. And
By the way,
then
I've not seen Captain Marvel.
it's okay.
I heard this is not really worth it.
It's okay.
I sort of wanted to just for Samuel L. Jackson, but then I forgot.
He was good.
He's
The
always
rest
good.
of it was okay.
When is Samuel L. Jackson not good? Ponder it, think about it, and we'll come back to it. I'm tired of these monkeys.
How much bleeping are you gonna give me?
I
can't be editing all day.
I stumbled because I was like, did he say monkey fighting? Monkey fighting snakes in this monkey fight. That's what he recorded.
It's like monkey fighting.
he
Why are monkeys
recorded
fighting.
the censored like versions of his words for the movie. So he said monkey fighting at some point in Snakes on a Plane.
Have you seen that video with him where he's getting interviewed and there's the interviewer is asking
Confusing
about
him?
the N word
Oh,
and he goes, "What word? Say it.
I've seen quite a few
Why won't you say it?"
people who do that. I mean, you can say whatever you want to
He's
say.
like, "I'm not going to say it.
But you have
I'm
to
not
read
going
the
to say it because
consequences.
it's going to get pulled down." He's like,
Exactly.
well, I'm not going to talk about it if you're not going to say it.
Yeah, what's there to talk
This
about?
white
Some
interview.
magical word?
He's so uncomfortable. It's great.
And it's wonderful.
White people,
I
don't say the N
love
word.
it.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. Even if prompted, don't do it.
Yeah,
It's a trap.
it is a trap.
We're looking to get you.
No matter what, there's
Anything
no
to
way
take
that it's not a
the
trap.
It's down.
But I'm excited for next week's episode. I sort of hate the previews that they show for it. Like I come across it on YouTube, and they really just show me nothing. It's just like giving me nothing at all. Joseph
I'll take that out.
giving
Uh-huh.
me nothing at all. So I have no idea what's gonna happen next episode. I think it's gonna pick up exactly where we left off with the fake Pietro in the little barn. He's in the grave. Did you see that?
Who's in the grave?
When she pushed him into the bales of hay or whatever, and he's in between two graves, and obviously that's a metaphor for the fact that he's dead as a doornail. But the grave said something. One was an anagram for something, And I have forgot my train of thought, so it is no longer relevant.
No longer relevant.
Onward.
Um,
What else are you watching?
this is not going to age well if we only talk about TV shows.
I mean, it could if we have a
What?
theory that is
It's still only going to age about a week, and then no one's going to care.
that's
Remember, this is the pivotal episode. When we're at 10,000 episodes, someone's going to be like, I wonder what it sounded like on their first episode. And they're going to
you
come back.
sounded like trash.
They're going to hear this.
You probably
garbage.
cannot hear me at all, and that's a-okay. We're working on it.
We'll fix it in post.
If you've made it this far, thank you.
All right. Let me look at this topic list. Oh my gosh. I took a bath last night. You take baths?
I don't. I just have to take showers. I don't have a bath in my bathroom.
That's so sad.
Yeah. That's why when I was like, what's your dream house? What's your dream bedroom like to have fully done? I don't know if I asked you that, but I asked a lot of other people. I want a fully fledged bathroom.
Did you see the SNL skit about, it was basically like a play on, those numbers you would call for sexy time girls?
No.
They would play like
Call girls?
the call girls.
Yeah.
They play late at night on Adult Swim. Call us now.
Oh.
Call us
Oh,
now.
wow. That's ooh.
But
I
this
remember that.
time, it was, you're 30 and you want something different. Come on, Zillow. And they're just looking at
Yo.
houses
Yes.
that they want to buy. And I was like,
It's so
am I 30
wonderful.
already?
Hell yeah. Like when you go on TikTok, you see these like amazing little gadgets that make your life easier. I want one of those.
Oh, I saw this one. It was a mat you put in the bathtub. You can't, obviously, because you don't have a bathtub. You put a mat in the bathtub, and it turns it into a jacuzzi. It, like, produces the jets out the bottom, and it heats the water. It was, like,
Oh, I did see
300
that.
pounds, so, like, $270.
That's amazing. There is a bathtub in my house, but it's attached to my mom's room, and I'm not. I need a good environment for a soothing bath, and
Mhm.
that ain't it.
Yeah, I sat in there for a good, at least a half an hour,
Yeah.
maybe more. I put these Epsom salts in there,
Ooh.
so I got out feeling just like so. My body aches because
Magnesium is
I'm
good for you.
clearly I'm 30 and older. I'm 30 plus now, so I'm having body aches because mostly I've been falling asleep on this couch.
Oh, what?
So then I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, my
You gotta
arm
stretch.
hurts.
One of our coworkers
sounds like
is
a lot of
doing
work.
yoga. Nasilia. He's
Yeah,
doing yoga now after a year of talking about it. Well, not a year talking about it, but we talked about it like
well,
pre-pandemic.
good. She don't do nothing but sleep all day.
Exactly. So I'm like, go ahead and stretch, and she's
I know you hear this.
Hopefully
This
it
me
happens.
calling you out.
yeah, Godzilla.
Doing yoga.
Yeah, but
I always wanted to do
That's okay.
hot yoga.
I do not. I do not want to be. I would like to do it by myself, but not with anybody else. I do not want to smell anybody else. Those smells
Mm-mm.
will permeate,
I
and
do
they will
hate
be
sweat.
amongst the room. I want to do that aerial yoga with the
With the ropes in the air.
not the ropes, the
hanging
silk
down?
scarves. That
Yeah.
and you can
Where
get
like put your legs in them and like swing around.
yes, you could become like a little hammock cocoon baby butterfly or something like that. And it's one of my dreams, as well as having a fully stocked bathroom. I must go back to it. I want all of the gadgets. I want all the exfoliants. I want everything in a fully done bathroom. That's all.
Moving on. Great transition, by the way.
Yeah.
My
My
grandma got her first shot today for the COVID vaccine.
How's she doing?
I texted her. I said, I hope you don't grow any extra appendages.
Yeah.
Cause
Or maybe
are you gonna take it?
I will if I have the opportunity because 2020 said let's go introspective, and I was like, I hate everything about life, so I would like to change it, and I need to not be susceptible to COVID.
So you're gonna take it?
Yes,
Yeah. No,
Long story short.
you're not putting that in my body.
I will. I mean, honestly,
I'm gonna wait until I don't know a couple million got it and see what the percentages are
Oh,
of people
yeah.
who just dropped dead.
I'm not in like the line to get it. I probably
Maybe at least 1 billion people before I actually take it,
for sure,
and at least maybe a year.
a year.
I
Fair
haven't
enough.
caught COVID yet. I've been around people who have caught it.
Mhm.
I feel like I go to places where I could get it, and there's some weeks I'm like, oh, do I have COVID this week?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a little tickle in my throat. Is that COVID?
Every little freaking tickle.
Oh, I stubbed my toe. Is that COVID?
I don't, it's a doozy.
But you haven't had it.
I have not. But maybe we did. Maybe you did when it was in the United States before.
No,
it was
because I
ever
don't have
reported.
I don't have the antibodies. I've been tested
Oh,
twice now.
okay. So
and
I don't.
didn't have antibodies.
I wanted to get tested for that, but I don't feel like there's much reason because I haven't been sick since I was like 9 years old. So I feel like I would know. I would hopefully know, unless it came at a really weird week. To be honest.
Yeah, there's been days within the past week
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake up. That might be due to my immense drinking at night.
That
'Cause
might be it.
I would call myself a functioning alcoholic. But also, I'm only 25, so can you really be an alcoholic at 25? I'm
Yes,
just
you
having a good
Be
time.
an alcoholic at any age. We had at our job once upon a time there was a 19-year-old. She started when she was 19. She drank like a fish, a fish, a fish. She was 19 years old and she was always going out, and it was just like how she grew up or whatever. And mind you, her father was an alcoholic. She was functioning. She was functioning, but she was definitely drinking all the time.
Well, I'm not going out. My mom never drank in the house. Never.
I've never
Maybe
seen
I
my
saw
mom
her
drink.
have a glass of champagne at a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
but how often are weddings? How many weddings are you going to a year if you're not a wedding planner?
Been to
There's been a
two weddings.
bottle of like whiskey sitting in her freezer for like 2-3 years because I bought it a long time ago, stuck it in the freezer, and I haven't been home to New Jersey
Why is it in the freezer?
because you gotta keep it cold.
Frozen?
Oh, alcohol doesn't freeze. She doesn't drink very much, so clearly she doesn't know.
Oh.
Hard liquors won't freeze.
I forgot. I did know that. It was somewhere in the back of my mind.
One time, however, I bought a bottle of vodka, $10. It was called like Vladimir.
The cheap stuff.
So cheap. It was in college, and we would drink it every weekend because we were trash.
God.
Some days we'd throw up before we left the house,
Mm.
but we would still go. I stuck it in the freezer, ice. I was like,
What?
this isn't supposed to happen. This isn't right. Hey.
Frozen vodka.
But I drank it anyway. I let it thaw it
Okay.
out.
Was it?
I mean,
better
it worked. No. It's never good.
It's wait.
It's
okay,
like
it was never.
it was never good. It was like battery acid going down your throat.
Oh.
But it was $10 for a lot. Excuse me. Don't interrupt our podcast. This one coming in here.
Our audience.
I'm sorry, audience. I'm sorry, audience. Yeah, battery acid going down your throat,
Mhm.
but it only cost $10, and it was like this big. It was like a gallon of vodka
But
for $10.
Why don't you mix it with anything? Like you say, I'm gross for mixing like that.
Because that just gets in the way.
I'm trying to have a decent experience and not die.
I'm trying to get drunk
I'm just
on
trying to
as
get warm.
little bit that I have to drink as possible.
Oh, fair enough. I think I just like draw it out
I'm
more so.
I'm efficient with my alcoholism.
Fair enough.
I'm efficient. I want to spend the least amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to get drunk to the point that I want to get drunk the fastest. And I want to get to a point, and then I want to maintain it. I don't want to fall over and like be throwing up. I mean, though some days I'm like, all right, I'm gonna puke today. Today's the day to puke.
Never want to get to a point where I puke. I hate the sound of it. I hate it so much. Like the hardcore puking. I hate it.
To the point where like
Trauma.
you have nothing left
I am
inside of you,
traumati-
and
okay.
you're throwing up stomach acid.
When I
I've done that
said
a
the
couple
last
times.
time I've been sick was when I was 9 years old. It was the first time I had Lunchables, and so I bought.
What kind of Lunchables?
I don't remember. It was like ham. It was pizza. It was all the ones that I wanted at that time,
Oh, pizza.
and I ate them all, and nobody was stopping me. As a 9-year-old,
How many is all?
5,
5 Lunchable boxes.
I think so. Throughout, I don't know how many.
Why aren't there
hours.
grown-up Lunchables?
You make them yourselves. You make your own.
Is it
Lunchables.
it's a charcuterie board?
Oh, I do like that. But nobody was stopping me. And obviously, as a 9-year-old, I have no impulse control. I'm going to eat it all because I want to. And so I went to sleep, and then I woke up, threw up, got to the bathroom, threw up, got to the
Woke up
living
in the
room, threw up
morning and threw up.
6 times in
Uh,
about 20 minutes. So I don't want that experience, and also some other traumatizing things. But that's hate it. I never want to do it. I'll prolong my alcohol. I want a Bloody Mary. It's spicy.
never had one.
I love it. It's just tomato soup. It's just
Oh,
spicy tomato
it's like,
soup.
why am I drinking?
I love
tomato
it. I
soup?
like tomato soup. I will. If
I heard this one thing where they like put everything, like the everything bagel. They put
Yeah.
everything seasoning around the rim,
I mean,
and I'm like,
it's a whole experience.
what? Why are people
It
drinking
would
this?
probably be good. I probably wouldn't like the seasoning around the rim, but maybe a little salt.
Yeah, they normally do salt,
Yeah,
but
or
this
like
time they
Himalayan
did
salt.
seasoning. Apparently, it tasted really good.
No,
I'm not gonna try
just give
it.
me a whole burger with it. They put a little slider on like the on the end. It's perfect.
I'm thinking of switching to like the brown liquor soon. Normally, I drink either beer,
Uh-huh.
wine, or vodka.
Uh-huh.
But now I want to be a 30-year-old man, and I want to drink bourbon. Take the one from the room.
What about wine?
I already drink wine. I drink white
Drinking
wine.
good wine?
No.
Okay, then just get good wine.
No, because that is more efficiency, remember. A good bottle of wine is not that big, and it costs, what I buy now, it costs me like $10 to $15, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe $20 if you get the big ones. The big ones.
No, I don't.
I don't know. I have a bottle somewhere around here.
But like I hear there's like cheap Aldi wine. Like hella cheap. That
I buy the cheap barefoot Pinot Grigio for about $8-9 for the small one, like 15 for the big one.
okay. That's so reasonable.
The small one gone in one night.
That's a lot.
And I'll pace it out throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
I may start earlier than I may start earlier than I should some days. But then like I'll take a nap and then I'm like, all right, I'm up again.
That's gone.
That's-
Let's try again.
That's gone.
Let's go back.
And so if I want to go more expensive wine, that doesn't mean that it does the job any better.
Uh-huh.
I
It
don't-
might.
I am assuming it doesn't.
I mean, it might be a more pleasant experience. I'm all about the entire encompassing experience.
The pleasant experience happens when you've reached the point where you're not sober.
I don't think I've been anything but tipsy. I don't think I've been drunk. Like I haven't had those experiences.
Sometimes that's as far as you need to go
Ooh.
for a nice little giggle. You're just like feeling a little bubbly. It's just
I like the
in
warmth,
the face.
to be honest.
It's in the face, and you're just like, I'm feeling
Honestly,
good.
I love Jello shots. They are amazing.
Disgusting.
They're
I don't want
so
anything
good.
sweet. I don't want anything sweet because that's just gonna make me throw up.
No, that's what I want. That's what I want. I'm not getting to
That's
your
why
point.
you're gonna throw up
No,
if
no,
you
no.
have too much. That's why you can only get tipsy because it's
Yes.
so sweet that you
Yes.
cannot drink enough of it.
Yes, I love it. They're so good. I went to this Halloween party one day and she had these Jello shots in syringes, those fake syringes.
Okay.
I took one home, went to sleep, got ready for work, did the shot, and just went to work, and it felt great. It was a little pick me up. I wasn't drunk and I wasn't driving at the same time, but it was like a good little experience, and I loved it. I would like more Jello and alcohol within that Jello. Why does alcohol not freeze, but it Jellos?
The gelatin. It doesn't even freeze. It gelatins. Gelatinizes. I think gelatinize sounds like a real word.
Gelatize.
It's gelatin.
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 Sounds like a language.
Yeah. The people of
Gelano.
Gelano speak gelatin. Gosh, I'm surprised more people don't know about gelatin. It's
I
not
need to know
that
the
dead of a
science.
language.
Gelatin. You never heard of it? It's next to Genovia.
Yeah, so
Anyway, What were we talking about?
Yes. Okay, so I want to go to brown liquors. I don't know that I like them, but I always see like they're just drinking a glass of like brown liquors,
They're gross. That's all I've heard.
like
They're gross.
bourbon and whiskey. Whiskey's got a whole community around it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I just don't know enough about it. But it sounds like something I should probably try.
I think even with COVID, they have like the little alcohol tasting classes or whatever. I'm not sure, but you could probably get
What am
like
I, a 40-year-old white lady going to an alcohol tasting class?
it's an experience.
Taking a trip to Napa Valley?
Do it. Hell yeah. I mean, if you're already 30, you might as well be a white lady. Just do it all. Do it all.
You talk about this new Greenwise that opened?
It's beautiful. It's small, but it's not that amazing to
If
me.
anyone doesn't know, but anyone listening probably does because they probably all
It's
know this.
you're local.
But eventually, somebody might hear and not know
Yeah.
what Greenwise is. It's down here in Florida. We have Publix, which is the main grocery store.
Mhm.
In New Jersey, there's like Stop and Shop
Yeah.
and ShopRite
If
and
you're not from the
Wegmans.
east side, like the lower east side of the United States, you probably never heard of Publix, but
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Publix is the main one. There's
Yeah.
Whole Foods
Yeah.
and
Trader Joe's
Trader Joe's
and all those healthy places.
and the cream of the crop, the Fresh Market.
Fresh Market, yes. So
I've said this
fancy.
before, but when I walk in there, I feel like an upper class white lady. The classical music,
Yes.
the dimmed light,
yes.
the
And
black
very
people
clean in there.
bagging my groceries.
It's very clean in there. It's wonderful. But
They-
I don't go there often.
they have their meats, like their chickens and their chickens and fish
Mhm.
and all the meats you can want behind a glass. Now, when you go into a normal grocery store, you just go up to like the
Yeah.
refrigerated section and you're like, okay, I want this. No, you have to go talk to a man and say, I'd like 1 pound of this, please,
No,
sir.
thank you.
I'd like 1 pound of that. He goes, anything else? I go, yeah, give me a pound of that too. He's like, would you like anything else? Yeah. Can you give me that fish? Can you cut the skin off for me? They'll cut the skin off for you. One time I bought the fish with the skin on.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I didn't think about it. I bought it with the fish skin on and went to cook it. And I was like, oh, how do I get this off? So I spent about 10 minutes watching YouTube videos of people peeling fish skin off. I attempted to do it. I lost like half my fish. I go to Fresh Market. He's just like, shh.
You need a stronger blade.
How do you train people for that? Do you have to train people?
You have to
Or
train.
you come in there with that knowledge?
You have to train because there's that show where like they do like the best cuts of like whatever meat of like bison, buffalo, duck, all these little animals, and getting the absolute perfect, the most meat from these cuts. It's
What-
an art.
What's your favorite meat that's not cow or chicken?
I am basic American who hasn't had other meat. I
Okay, I'll run.
ham.
I'll run through. I guess pig works, but that's
Yeah.
still basic. I'll run through a list of meats and tell me if you had it. Duck,
No,
oh, delicious. Lamb,
no,
oh my gosh. Goat,
no.
ox,
Maybe I don't know.
maybe.
I don't remember. I have bad memory. I'm losing it daily, and I don't know why. I'm depressed.
What other kind of meats are there? Horse.
I've been to Burger King.
Hey, they can sponsor us. They said that on here.
BK, Impossible Whopper.
Have it your way. Whoa, no free publicity.
You're the king.
No free publicity though.
No.
Pull it back a little bit. Yeah, I think my favorite would have to be a little curry oxtail.
Curry oxtail. That sounds familiar. Maybe I have had it.
I went to Jamaica once when I was like 13. We had a personal chef in the house. There was like my mom and her friends and a couple kids, but there was a personal chef there. And every day he would make dinner. And every day I'd have an orgasm in my mouth.
That's a dream too. Personal chef.
Personal chef.
Sound like I said shelf.
I love
My bad.
Jamaican restaurants, Jamaican foods, all of it.
I just want somebody to cook for me.
Beef patties. Oh,
Mm.
so good.
It's a shame that I was introduced to beef patties through the American school system. That's how they introduced
disgusting.
it. It was dry as hell. I mean, it was good for a adolescent person, but dry
If
as
anyone
hell.
doesn't know what a beef
Terrible.
patty is, it's basically like an empanada, but Jamaican.
Yeah, spicy, not spicy, very
I
flavorful.
also love empanadas. Maybe I just love the pocket. I like
Yeah.
a pocket of meat
I-
that I can bite into.
I like the type of pocket that Jamaican beef patties usually have. It's just like so
flaky,
Yeah.
a little flaky.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
it's
a
delicious.
flat croissant thing,
Mm,
but
mhm.
thicker, less salty, less buttery.
Yeah,
buttery.
less buttery.
But definitely more.
Got the flake, a little crispy, little crunch to it.
So good. We need to stop talking about food. I've only eaten potatoes today.
I've eaten nothing, but I've only been up since like 9:30.
Yeah,
You've been up since
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah, I had things to do.
I had only been in bed for like 4 hours at that point.
I mean, we're sort of even.
My goodness, who was that? You? Just hold it.
God.
How many hours of sleep do you average a night?
Just 7
7.
hours of sleep.
You go to bed at what time? What time
It
range?
really depends. Usually like midnight, 11:30. Normally, just because I usually have to get up early, so I have no choice. But last night or the night before, I went to sleep at 1:30. Just
Okay.
because insomnia. It's one of those
A
days.
reasonable time.
Yes.
You taking melatonin? Sometimes I'll pop a melatonin.
No,
'cause-
I should have yesterday because I was just like had no awareness of any type of sleep. It was like just going. But I don't think I usually need to take it. I've started taking naps in the middle of the day when I can, and I
Mm.
have loved it.
How long are your naps though?
Just an hour,
Oh.
hour and a half.
It's like, what's the point of sleeping? If I'm taking a nap, I'm gonna fall asleep at 2, and I'm gonna wake up at 6.
No, okay. So
Maybe I'll wake up at
I
8.
used to have naps that long, and I would wake up like a tired grizzly bear. I would hate it because then I look all greasy, regardless of whether I have makeup on or not. I'm greasy. I'm like disoriented, and I'm just like I don't want to participate in anything else. I have to have a nap now, and I'm able to get out of my house.
And you can
in
do that after an hour.
an hour and a half. Like it's when you start feeling that fatigue after you started to do things, but then you get a little tired, and so like, oh, I'll fall into this little nap, and it just lasts an hour and a half, to 2 hours max maybe, but
I physically just can't nap for an hour and a half. Like I've laid down and be like, okay, I'm gonna sleep for an hour. I set an alarm.
mhm.
I don't wake up. I'm asleep for another 3 to 5 hours after that.
I
It's basically like having a full sleep.
But I have my naps are with paranoia involved because I do not want to sleep more than 3 hours. So I
Oh,
wake
yeah,
up
I
before
don't
my
care.
alarm. I have to because usually like if I have the option to take a nap in the middle of the day, then that means I have to do something in the next 5 hours. So I need to
What do you
I have
have
to
to do?
strategize. Because if I have to take a nap, then say I have to like tomorrow, I have to drive my mom to work, come home, do something. I get fatigued. I go to sleep. I wake up. Oh, I have 2 hours left to like not be a bear, and then go and pick her up. That's sort of what is happening.
Mm.
And then I try to be productive, but sometimes that just doesn't work.
Yeah, no. I mean, some days I can be productive after I get out of a nap,
Hmm.
a 4 to 6 hour nap. My sleeps are also very short. Like my nighttime sleeps
See,
average probably like 6 hours, but that's because I'll go to bed at like 3.
hmm
Like last night, I went to bed at 3. I'm up at 9.
well, how long is siesta?
What the heck is siesta?
Siesta is like in other countries. There's a certain time of the day where all the shops close. Everybody goes home and takes a nap. I don't know if they're just taking a nap, but they just have the time off. Everybody at the time. I think it's in South America where they do siesta. But I think that'd be ideal for you. I mean, if it's like 3 hours, I think that'd be ideal. You live close, or you get some errands done, or just take a walk on the beach. Siesta. Look it up.
And then what do you do after? You go back to work?
Yes, you go back to work.
That's
Everybody
disgusting.
just resumes.
No. When I take a nap, my day is done.
See,
I'm taking
that's
a
why I
nap.
can't take 4 hour naps because then I need my day to be done, and if I have other things to do, I'm grumpy as hell. Grumpy.
Yeah, I
is
don't
not
have
nice.
anything to do except like things around the house, which like I can get some of that stuff done. I'll just
Yeah, but because I have other people in my household that are depending upon my car, then I'm gonna get dragged around, and that is annoying.
That is so
That's
annoying.
annoying. That's how.
People who don't drive, annoying. I can say that now because Ben left.
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Give me something else.
Drastic shift. I don't remember what the other topics were. One moment.
All these topics are trash. Don't even talk to me about those.
Okay, then we could do rapid, quick takes upon those topics. Inauguration.
I hate them.
Boring.
Don't. I'm cutting it all out. I told you I wouldn't edit, but I'll cut it all out if you talk about any of those topics.
Fine.
I'm saving you people.
Why did we start talking about green wives? Where did we
Oh
go?
my gosh, Greenwise. Thank you. I don't know.
You also brought up the holiday thing, and I don't know where we went with that
I don't
either.
know. They'll figure it out. Greenwise. Back to Greenwise. So I was talking. I got distracted by Fresh Market because that place is just so amazing. It's gonna happen again.
It's
So this
enchanting.
Greenwise is a subsidiary of Publix. Publix is everywhere. Now they
Yes.
have Greenwise. Greenwise, they sell in Publix, but it's just like a little more expensive.
Yeah, it's just their healthy brand, and they expanded upon it.
healthy
and-
brand.
yeah.
They say.
Healthy options, more so.
Yeah, they got better packaging. It's more
Yeah.
presentable. Like when I see it, I'm like, wow, that Greenwise does look better. I want that.
But I don't think the actual Greenwise store is like all that. Like it's small and it's like a cute little store for sure.
It's small.
But like it's nothing to.
They don't have pub subs there.
Yeah.
They got their pizza and tacos,
Yeah.
but they're really missing it on the pub subs
Yeah. What the heck? That's the gold mine.
or the green
If you-
green sub.
Yeah.
Ew, I don't want a green,
Green
sub.
sub. I didn't see that. I don't want a green sub either. I just get a nice little ultimate full length sub. What's it called? 12 foot. And it's wonderful.
I don't even like. I don't like sandwiches. I don't.
What?
As a kid, I used to go to school. My mom would send me to school. Well, at first she would send me to school with like a sandwich. If it wasn't a jelly sandwich, I don't like peanut butter. You like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get back to that. I don't like peanut butter, so it would just be a jelly sandwich. And that was perfectly fine. And then some days I'd have a ham sandwich. I would take the bread off.
You
Trash.
don't like bread?
Trash. I didn't say I don't like bread.
What's
Of-
that's
of-
what?
It gets back to the efficiency.
So confused.
The efficiency is I want the ham. So I would just
You roll it up.
throw the bread out,
Are
roll
you
it up,
rolling up your
pop it in my mouth.
the whole thing?
So eventually, I mean, individual slices.
Oh,
You know, like 6 slices of ham on there. So eventually,
wait, six slices of ham
How
on
thick-
one sandwich?
how thick of a ham are you thinking? Is it a thin deli pre-cut
Like the
package?
deli.
Pre-cut package.
Yeah.
You're not going up to the deli.
I'm
and
not
being
thinking like bologna sized ham. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
you know, it comes in the little packages. It comes in a little package like this, and it's all rolled up. You got like 50 pieces. in
Okay.
there.
Okay, maybe.
So eventually, I was like, I'm not eating the bread. So she just stopped making a sandwich. Easier for her, better for me. She doesn't have to take out the bread and put the ham on the sandwich. Plus, there's nothing else on there. There's no cheese. There's no mayo. There's no condiments. It was just ham and bread, and the bread was getting in the way of
So
my.
what is
ham.
wrong with you that you don't like anything besides rolled up
I
ham?
was a very picky eater as a kid, though I still am now.
What happened? Where's the chicken nuggets? What about the rest of the stuff? Like what?
Well, yeah, I can have chicken nuggets. You're not putting chicken nuggets on bread. But like,
You can.
anytime I was gonna have a sandwich, I'd be like, no, just give me the stuff that's in it. I don't like cheese already. These people, leave me alone. I don't like cheese
hmm
except for mozzarella cheese melted on pizza.
Okay, fair enough.
Only kind I like. Only time I'll ever eat cheese.
Dang. You know, I don't associate cream cheese with as cheese, but
That's-
apparently you do.
Disgusting.
It's just boring. It's a boring spread, so it doesn't disgust me.
Also, my mom is allergic to dairy.
Oh.
So as a kid, there was no cheese in the house.
Okay.
There was no milk in the house.
Okay.
There was ice cream, but it was all for me. So I love ice cream. Ice cream's delicious. I get to eat the whole thing to myself.
So you were just conditioned to be adverse to cheese.
I don't know
and
if I
didn't
was.
get into the craze.
Goodness, where is Do Not Disturb on this thing? I don't know if I was conditioned not to like it. I guess I can mute the computer. I don't know if I was conditioned not to like it because my mom could have dairy before I was born.
Okay.
After I was born, she got an allergy to it.
Okay.
So I think I triggered something
Yeah,
for her and
for
said,
sure.
"We're done with this stuff." It comes out of a cow's uterus.
Yeah. Something like that.
Disgusting. They make it moldy and whatnot, and
It has a little pus in it.
gloopy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then they're rolling it around, and
I mean, don't put it like that. Cheese is amazing.
that's what it is. How else
Cheese-
can you put it? It's like when you
You know, there are
dissect
a lot
a
of
hot
gross
dog.
things. There are a lot of gross things that are delicious in retrospect or in the future.
give me one other than cheese.
Hot dogs. I don't like hot dogs.
Hot
though.
dogs,
I don't like hot dogs at all.
disgusting. If you're putting that in your body, it's disgusting.
They're just like gross. And like hot dog water, gross. It's not worth it. Just
No,
give me a
hot dogs are
sausage.
pretty good. But still, once you know what's in it, and yeah, give me a sausage.
Sausage is good. Although I hate the little bits of random tendon in sausage, especially when you get like a premium sausage. I don't like that shit. I'll stick to like the little breakfast sausages. Those are the safest for me.
I'm gonna shout out one of my new favorite podcasts called Taste Buds. It's on
Taste
YouTube
Buds.
with Sal Volcano from Impractical Jokers, and they take two foods and they compete the foods against each other. One of their episodes was sausage and bacon.
I like sausage. I'm not a bacon
Yes,
person.
exactly.
Bacon's good. It's great,
It's great.
on things. It's a
Bacon is
nice
great.
garnish.
A garnish.
Yes.
It can't be a better. A garnish can't
But-
be a better food.
Yeah, I don't care about anything else on a pig. Like, I mean, sausage is better.
Sausage.
Yeah.
You can have it breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah. Chop it up, put it in your spaghetti.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I love it. Bacon is just an add-on. It's never the main focus of
Yeah.
the meal.
It's
You're not
sorta-
like, oh, I'm gonna go get a bacon sandwich.
But some people are crazy about bacon. That bacon whiskey, bacon soap, bacon deodorant, bacon perfume. Like, what are you doing?
This is what they said on the podcast, and I'm gonna quote him: "You're garbage. You're a
Garbage.
monster.
Garbage.
You're a monster."
Yeah,
if you're
man,
putting
that-
bacon soap on you, bacon air
Yeah.
fresheners,
Like, what the hell? What are you? Okay, what is?
bacon's got good PR, is what it is.
Yes. They've-
Sausage just
hyped
doesn't
it up.
have the PR of it. You know, they weren't selling enough sausage, so the PR for it was to make sausage a breakfast food.
Oh,
So they changed the flavor a little bit and then promoted it as a breakfast food. And now that's the main time people eat it.
Look good.
Yeah.
Random, but those hot dogs, those corn dogs that are like breakfast corn dogs, those are so good. Like I haven't had it in like 5 years, but it's like fucking amazing.
I don't like corn dogs. I don't like the breading.
The breading is so good. Is it because it's moist?
Don't say that word.
I know people hate that word, but like it's just a word. I mean,
It is not just a word.
I can't think of any words that make me react that way, but moist is it's just fine.
I hear,
And I'm a texture person. I have weird things with.
I hear
food
moist.
textures.
I go to damp. I go to mold. I go to
These
disgusting.
are all things that describe the environment
Cheese?
when it's hurricane. When it's a hurricane, you know
Scotch
what?
cheese.
Random shout out to Keith Habersberger. I love your
Who?
cheese. Keith Habersberger of the Try Guys. I love his cheese video.
What is the Tries Guys?
Try
Try
Guys.
Guys?
Okay, you've probably seen them, but
Are
don't know
they-
who they are. They're like 3 white guys, 1 Asian guy. They try a bunch of things. They originally came from BuzzFeed. Now they have their own company, Second Try or something like that. They have 3 or 4 podcasts. They try all these different things without a recipe. I love it. Keith eats the menu. He's also part of Lou the Burger. I feel like a super fan saying all these things, but
Yeah,
I really
stop
just,
shouting them out before they turn off.
but-
They're gonna turn
but
this off and switch to the Try Guys.
love- Oh yeah, that's true.
My gosh.
But I don't listen to their tripod unless there's like a
Their
enticing-
tripod?
That's what it's called. That's what
Stupid.
it's called.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
so easy. That's why hopefully we have a name that you have clicked upon and that is catchy enough that we can have, thingamajigs,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
branding and all that jazz. But he eats cheese, like so many different decadent cheeses: soft cheese, hard cheese, blue cheese, moldy cheese.
Can we finish talking about Greenwise, please?
What was the point of us talking about Greenwise? I never got the memo.
Now that I'm on cheese, in Greenwise, you've been there, right? You went inside.
Yes, I did go.
You see that mountain of cheese they had?
I did. It was like a little cascade of cheese.
It was like I don't even know how to describe the bin area
Yeah.
thing
They also had a mountain of soap as well. It's sort of the same.
of soap.
Yeah, it was like sort of by the elevators. It was just a
There
little
was
cascade of
elevators?
soap. Oh, I came in through the elevator because I went through the parking garage.
There is
There is.
There's parking over there. Good.
It's free too. There's nothing that's preventing you. It's nice and clean. It's a little small, but
Because I just walked over there because I was like, I don't know where parking is,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like driving around in
I didn't feel
circles
like
looking
walking
for
around.
it. It was close enough.
Also, I wasn't driving at
It's
the
like a
time.
3-minute walk, not even. And so this mountain of cheese, I'm like, how many cheeses do you people need?
You need your Gouda, provolone.
How many cheeses can you name?
Okay, Gouda, provolone, mozzarella, blue, brie.
Mm. 5? That's it?
Wait.
I named 12 the other day,
Wait.
and I don't even eat cheese.
Wait, I'm trying to think of the cheese video that I just mentioned.
You're watching cheese videos, and you still don't know cheese. I know more cheese than you.
Also, there's a Japanese cheese place,
I don't-
cheese theme park. Shout out to Sophia Nygaard.
You know they have a Starbucks drink where they put cheese on it?
Oh, I did see that. I saw it.
I don't know what it's called. I have to look it up.
I hate it.
They put cheese on it.
I hate it so much.
And I don't understand the fascination. Maybe they just haven't had cheese in their country before. And they're like, yeah, we need cheese.
I think
now."
it was that.
Cheese.
Honestly, I want to shout out all the people that I watch on a regular basis.
No.
I wanna say hi.
No,
I
no,
wanna
no.
say
No.
It's my time.
No. You don't get to shout people
Come
out
alive.
like this. Like random other creators.
I have to hold my I have to censor myself, as a person. Like I have to not say certain things.
They're not going to hear it anyway.
That is true, but I want other people to know that.
You know,
I'm
they're going to hear it.
part
They're
of
obviously
the-
listening.
I want other people to know that I'm a stan of these certain people. You know.
You let them know when they contact you and go, oh, yeah, I love your podcast. And
I
then you go,
mean-
oh, I love yours too. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Stop. I wonder what it's called. I would like to know.
It's probably, I wonder what it's called.
Ooh, I wonder. Okay. Did you ever get to your Greenwise point? We can't. Okay, we're not going back to Greenwise.
I don't
Not
know.
going back to cheese. It's too late. It's already gone far enough.
You said you like peanut butter.
What about it?
In Greenwise, did you see that peanut butter station they have? Where they have like different nuts in like, basically like an ice cream machine.
Ooh,
But
I
there's
did see
nuts
that.
in
I
there,
did see
and
that.
you just churn out your peanut.
Yeah, they have that at Whole Foods too. They have a even
I don't go to
bigger
Whole
section of
Foods.
Whole Foods.
I don't go to Whole Paycheck.
I go to Whole Foods
I go to Fresh Market.
only for frozen yogurt. And not even for me. Not even for me.
Why do people eat frozen yogurt? Just eat ice cream.
Frozen yogurt is more beneficial to you health wise. How are you gonna say just eat ice cream when
That's-
you just talking about the churning of
It's-
milk uterus, cow uterus milk?
Yeah, but ice cream's delicious.
Frozen yogurt doesn't taste any different from ice cream.
Doesn't taste
Any different.
You're
Any different.
crazy.
It isn't.
I'm not saying it's all bad,
You know what? Honestly, I did
but
grow
there's
up.
clear differences.
I wouldn't know because I haven't had ice cream in a very long time. I grew up thinking that margarine was butter.
That's how I grew up because we didn't have butter in the house.
Yeah, and I didn't. Every time I would say, "Oh, I'm just gonna put some butter on this," and my mom would say margarine, and I wouldn't think anything of her saying it.
Nope.
I just thought they were synonymous.
Let me tell you, I love my mom. Hate going out to a restaurant with her because she has to go. Does this have cheese on it? Can you?
I mean,
Can
but
you
that's,
make? I have a dairy allergy,
but that's okay. She's doing what she needs to.
and every time she starts, I go, "Oh man,
Not
here we
again.
go again."
Not again.
All my life, and she knows this. She's gonna hear it, and she's gonna hear me call her out. And I go, "Oh, here we go." Because I have a dairy allergy, so can you make sure is there butter on the bun?
Is butter dairy?
Like, yes. What do you mean it's butter dairy? That's why they have margarine.
I don't know why I never had butter in the house. I just know that I
Now
never
she
had
can
butter.
barely even have margarine.
Why?
I don't know.
Margarine is just
I don't
oils and
ask.
fat, right?
Yeah.
I
Can't have
know.
cheese. Can't have ice cream. Can't have butter. Let me tell you, I have all that stuff in my house now because I live alone. This is how we do it. I put
Ooh.
milk in everything. I don't drink milk. I think that's disgusting. I think you're a
You are a
monster.
hypocrite.
I think you're a monster if you drink milk.
I mean, a little bit. I don't even
I
like
think
whipped cream.
you're a criminal. You know that video with that guy who's drinking milk? Why are you drinking milk,
Oh.
Anthony? What are you, a criminal?
I
Yes.
remember
Yes,
that.
he is. And a serial killer.
Yeah, milk is gross.
And you're not dipping any. I understand if you're like, maybe you're going to dip
No.
something in
Why
it.
the fuck- Why would I dip?
If you're going to dip, like, I don't know, take an Oreo and you're dipping it in your milk, I can understand that. I still think you're gross, but I understand it. And then you drink it afterwards because then it's got like some of the Oreo flavor in it. What if you're just drinking white cow semen milk?
I don't even drink the milk after I eat cereal. Like, I use almond milk, and I don't drink the milk either.
Can we stop calling these milks milk? Almond milk is not milk.
Okay, almond
Almond water.
almond
Water juice. Almond water juice is what it is.
So should I call coffee oily bean soup?
No,
that's
'cause
what
it has
It's
a name.
Oily bean.
It has a
soup.
name though. It's coffee. You're not
What the hell
calling.
does coffee mean?
You're not.
Coffee is synonymous to whatever it
Yeah,
is.
But you're not calling anything. You're not making random like
But what is milk?
other milk is something that comes from a person's body, a person or an animal's body.
Okay, fair enough. I agree.
You can maybe call it.
Well, what?
It-
Okay,
it's
like
Gotta be.
strangled almond.
I do like. I would go for a strangled almond.
Can
Can
I
I
get a
get-
strangled almond in
I
that
get a
latte?
Can I get a squeezed soybean?
Oh God! Can I get a squeeze of soy and just a little strangle of that almond? Mixed
No
together?
pulp, please.
No. Ew. That's gross. But I sort of do like chewing things as I drink, like a boba. But I don't like some pulp. I'm not a pulp drinker.
What is tapioca? That's what the balls are.
Yeah.
What is
I
Isn't
don't
it like
know
a
what
pudding?
tapioca-
All I remember is in like Codename Kids Next Door.
Exactly.
The old people would eat tapioca.
Yeah, and they had
Once again,
like a river.
we're
of
over 30
tapioca.
at this point. We're 25, but over 30.
Ugh, God, I'm gonna be.
That might be the
26,
name. 25, but over 30.
Nearly 30, almost there, almost dead, dead but alive.
Oh.
Dead or alive. That's a movie. It's a good movie. It sort of sucks.
My
That's a good
poor
movie.
dog is still locked up in his room. Okay,
He's not
yeah.
barking anymore,
No, he's fine.
and I'm talking louder.
He'll figure it out.
Also,
goodness.
I'm afraid of dogs, but I'm not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Do you like any animals?
it. I do like animals, and I don't dislike dogs. I'm
Small
just afraid of
animals,
them.
big animals? What's your fear?
My fear,
That they're going to bite you?
I just have a fear of them in general.
But what
There's
is
no rationale.
There has to be something that you're afraid of. I mean,
I'm
you're
afraid of the dog.
because.
It is a dog.
But what do you think the dog is gonna do?
I don't know, but it's a dog. Doesn't really matter.
You can't just be randomly afraid of something.
I mean, it's not random, but there's no reason.
Are you traumatized by a dog at one point?
I think so, but I don't remember
Did
it,
it-
which is why there's no reason.
You clearly have suppressed it.
Yeah,
Did
I think
a
my
dog
cousin
bite you?
told a story at when we went to high school. She was like, "Oh yeah, there was one time where Angel was being chased by this dog, and she just kept running, and the dog was friendly, but she was running, and I don't remember it."
That's what
at
you
all.
did the first time you came over. The dog came up to you and you took off running.
What else am I supposed
Straight
to
out
do?
the door.
I'm a person that has limited life experiences, so
That's for sure.
I don't know how to.
Can we
react
talk
to
about things you've never done?
Just assume I've never done anything. Okay, period.
Have you been to an amusement park?
The swap shop.
What?
Swap shop.
Is that a drive-through movie? Drive-in movie?
That is the oh. I've been to Epcot and Disney World.
Okay.
See, that's what I mean when I don't remember things. Like I will forget like the most relevant things.
Yeah, but this obviously it's not at your forefront of your mind all the time.
It was
so
in 2011, so like 10 years ago.
yeah, that's a long time.
Disney World, Epcot.
That's
Oh,
older than some of the people listening to this. Probably not.
Ew. Oh God. Oh, sorry. My bad. It's an automatic
but-
reaction.
No, they should not be listening. We don't want you.
Islands of Adventure. I think I've never been to the zoo.
You've never been.
I know. I meant
For
to
a
go.
while, you were talking about wanting to go to the zoo.
Yeah.
And you still haven't gone.
I still haven't. I was.
And now more than ever, the zoos need your money. Otherwise, they're going to have to start putting the animals down.
I think the animals need help.
One ticket could save the life of 10 animals.
I want to go to a petting
Contribute
zoo for the
today.
kiddos.
99 cents per day.
I don't want to contribute to the encapture thing of zoos. I don't know what the ethics is. I'm trying to be ethical, guys, but I don't know enough about it.
What are you doing trying to be ethical? Have a good time.
I don't know. I want my karma to be okay.
What's your favorite animal?
A cat.
A cat? That's so basic.
Cat.
That is
A jaguar. Jaguar.
Okay, so not like a regular cat. Or just like regular
I like
cats.
feline.
I need you to
creatures.
pick a specific type of cat.
Jaguar. And also, I know how to say jaguar. I'm only saying it as Rick does in Rick and Morty. Okay.
They don't think you're an idiot.
Sometimes I say things and I don't care that
It's not going to be
I'm
your
saying it
Tupperware
wrong.
movement.
I say things and I know that they're wrong, and I don't care that other people don't realize that I know that it's wrong. Like, I like saying chapato
Oh, yes, of course.
or papayas.
What? What is that?
That's how Sebastian, our Spanish coworker,
Papayas?
says Popeyes. Papayas. I love it.
He also says kosher instead of kosher, which now I will only say kosher.
yeah, like
He goes,
it's
"What
just-
is kosher?"
It's fun being like
I'm
just
like-
regressing in all of our knowledge.
Yeah, who needs to talk all proper
You need
like?
to go to Chipotle. Chipotle.
I don't like chipotle.
I like Beehive better.
I mean,
Chipotle has its
can't
moments.
really even compare the two. One's salad.
Are they owned by the same parent company or whatever? Because they there's a Chipotle and a Beehive right next to each other in multiple locations.
I've only ever seen two beehives, but I don't know. Maybe somewhere else. What was I talking about?
It doesn't matter now because this podcast is over.
It's over.
I don't know. I don't know how long we've been filming. Sweeter.
Oh my gosh, we're at $1.04.
$1.04. An hour and 4?
Yeah,
Oh, she's Nick.
I guess we'll let him go.
Okay.
We didn't really say anything.
Thanks so much. I feel like it was so sporadic.
Like
and
we said a
I
lot and said nothing.
Sort of apologize, but I sort of don't at the same
I don't.
time.
You got what you came here for.
Yeah. We're
We
two mediocre quarter life people. Quarter life.
What was
people?
said was just for you. Yeah.
Quarter life. That could be the name. Only you know, listener.
You
Only
know the name by this point.
Yeah.
So, bye. I've been Joey. That's been Angel.
Angel.
And I feel like I got to make an outro song, but for now, I'm just going to play the theme song again because I really like it.
The theme song can be everything.
Nope, it's got to have an outro song. But for now, this is what they're going to get.
But I'm singing what's it called? Trading Spaces or something. Yeah. It's from HGTV. Are we still filming?
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh man. Okay. All right.
We choose to go to the moon.
You son of a bitch. I'm in. What's your name?
That's Joey.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
Good morning, Angel.
What was said was for you and for you alone.
And don't worry about the days.
What is?